For the past 2 years, I've been trying to get back on a deer that I nicknamed Boxcar. 2 years ago, I had an encounter with him where he came across the field following a doe when I was actually just up scouting, waiting on my cameraman to arrive. So, it's 2016, it's 2 years later, I'm still chasing that deer. Hopefully, me and Taylor's gonna be able to get a crack at him when we head to Kansas.
You good?
Yep.
So just shine this at you?
So how's the lighting look on me though?
Looks fine.
Okay.
No. There, no.
Is it like glaring in the glass though?
No.
No? Okay. We'll try it.
You ready?
Yep.
How do I start recording?
The button in the center of your f-stop.
Yeah, I've got it on there.
No, you gotta push it. Oh, I'll let it record.
It's recording right now?
Yeah, the red dot's on.
Alright.
Alright, just push it and start again.
We were born on the edge of a one-horse town where the gravel turns.
Well, it's October 6th and me and old T-Bone's loaded up, rolling to Kansas. We spent 35 days out in California fighting wildfires, and now we just got back home. Been home for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. We've got a major cold front about to hit. The temperature in Kansas is actually going to drop 20 degrees between today and tomorrow, and they got some serious storms blowing through there right now as we speak. So unfortunately, we're going to have to drive through that mess to get there, but it ought to be good. I think we got a good chance. We're going to jump right back in the same stand tomorrow and hunt most of the day where I killed my big buck last year. So we're pretty pumped. We've got a 200 we're chasing, and I hope we got game pics of them, so stick with us.
I had a 79 V8 heavy Chevy that could still do 115, and we rumble on through nights on end, drinking beer and gasoline, and we do all the words to Guitar Town and every Johnny Cougar song. Yeah, Paradise City by the dashboard light shook me all night long. Oh, and some of us got to college, yeah, and some signed up for war. On some went straight from school to work to the factory right next door. But we never thought twice about this American life. 1, 2, 3, go!
That's why I like to hunt Kansas. I heard something just snap, and I was like, I looked over there and I saw eyes. I said, and I saw horns, and I said, fuck. I didn't know he was a little bigger than I thought he was.
That's good young dude. What was he, like 9?
I counted 9.
Yeah.
A little buck actually comes strolling through, and he walked within 10 yards of us. I couldn't believe it. Pretty crazy, but he walked on, and so I don't know. My camera stopped taking pictures about 3 weeks ago, so we'll look around a little bit. We're gonna walk down here to the crossing and see, but I'm not seeing any bucks on my camera. But you know, obviously that little buck just walked through here, so I don't know. We're gonna do a little looking, see if we can find any buck rubs or any kind of sign, and then we might just go check our other cameras and see if we can't find something that that we know is coming in right now to one of our spots. So, check it out and see. We got a good wind, so check a lot of these cameras, so hopefully it'll work out.
Jackpot.
About this American life. Oh no, we never thought twice about this American life. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi.
Hey guys, it's another year, another great year. It's November 4th. Finally headed back up to Kansas for a hunt. Our first stop, we're gonna stop at Robert's farm and we're gonna try to get one there. We're gonna spend 5 days down there. And then we're gonna see if we can get one for me, another farm, about an hour and a half away from there, and it's 5 hours from there. So we got about 5 hours to get to Kansas. We're gonna try to check some cameras when we get there. Make sure everything's set to go in the morning. See if we got any bucks coming in there. We should. I hear from good friends of mine that some big bucks are moving, so hopefully we'll see one. It's hot, but you know, gotta hunt them sometime. They gotta breed someday. So stick with us. Maybe get one on video.
Like the blood within my veins. No more compromising. It's time to shake off all these chains. When I leave here in the morning, girl, you ain't the one to blame. When I was just a baby, oh, my mama told me, son,
well, it's November 5th, and Devin and I just got up to Kansas last night. Unfortunately, we got up here a little bit late, so we couldn't quite check everything, but we drove around, checked some fields, did the same thing this morning. This morning we checked a few cameras. We got one good buck on camera over on another property, and then we went in about kind of late morning, around 10:30 or so. And the stand that I left last time, we actually moved it around to a better position. And then we just got in here. It's about 3 o'clock right now. And we actually brought a boat in, of all things, to get to this spot. So it seemed like it's going to be a little sketchy at first. But we made it across the water. And we got in here, got situated. And this is actually the same field that me and Taylor was hunting in last time. And there's some good deer that come out right back here at the back part of it. Right at dark. There's a bunch of big rows up and down this tree line here. And last time there's a bunch of scrapes in here, so we expect there to be some good deer movement right before dark in here, so hopefully things will work out. So we're gonna stick tight and see what happens.
Well, our first evening in the stand, we didn't see a single deer. I was pretty let down. I couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. I mean, the last time I'd sat in there was a ton of deer that filtered out from the back of that field, and it was a cut cornfield we was setting over. So that night we checked the camera, was going through the pictures, and luckily we had a good buck on there. Now, he wasn't as big as Boxcar, the deer that I was really hoping for, but we didn't have any pictures of him on any of the cameras. So this was the next best one. So we went back in the next morning, and it was pretty slow. We had a little buck come in working a scrape. Seen a couple does, and then guess who showed up? Right behind a doe and a budding buck. This big, just beautiful 11 point. Comes walking in on the field edge. He hit the licking branch that little buck had hit that morning before. And, well, needless to say, he slowly worked his way to us.
Yeah. Good shot, Robert. Probably. I don't know. about 140 maybe, 135, 140, but he just looked like an old deer. He has good mass. I was like, man, we gotta shoot that deer. Yeah, we had trouble getting the camera on him. We could see him coming in for a ways, but that doe was right here on us. We couldn't move. I just kept trying to get on bow, and Devin was like, don't move, don't move. So I knew that he was watching that doe, but anyhow, finally I had to grab that bow and get turned around, and that buck kind of spooked on us. He just about bailed out and got out of here, but luckily he kind of froze and stopped because he was watching that doe, and I was able to draw back and stroke him. So he's not no Kansas giant by no means, but he's a really good deer, and he's definitely my second best buck with a bow, so I'm pumped. I couldn't be any more tickled to death. There's bigger deer up here, but there's always next year, so we'll give him some time. Got a doe tag to fill now, and then we're off to see if Kansas, or see if Devin can't stick one. Alright, well, it's been about 2 hours since me and Devin shot that big buck this morning, so anyhow, we've got our stands taken down, everything put away, and we just got in here with the truck, and we're gonna ease down here, blood trail it. I think he probably would have went down in this grass field back behind us here, so hopefully we don't have any trouble blood trailing it, but we're gonna get down here and see what we can find. Well, in the words of old Uncle Ted, where have we seen this before? It's always a good sign. My white fletchings are red, the luminox glowing, so man, I'll tell you what, this havoc that I shot that dude with, it tore him up. So there's blood all over the place. I don't think he went far. We didn't see him go down, but I don't think he could have made it too far with this.
To try is all in vain. They never gonna change. Ain't nobody told you my daddy was a train.
Well, it's November 6th, and Devin and I we got it done, man. It happened pretty quick. I tell you, yesterday we took the time. We didn't hunt yesterday morning. We got stands ready, and we were ready for the long haul. I mean, we come in here yesterday evening and hunted the stand, pulled the game camera, and there was a good buck. This buck was in here 5 days ago, actually. At 8:20 in the morning is when he come through, but he came through headed towards the south, and today when he come in, he actually come back in from the north, so or headed north. I couldn't be more pumped. I killed my deer last year on November 7th, first set in the stand, and this year I killed this one on November 6th, and it's actually the first morning that I sat. So he's a great deer. He's going to be close to 140, we think, and he's just got so much character. He's got this big kicker back here on the G2, and I'm a sucker for kickers. He's got a cool tine right here, just kind of in an oddball place, and his main beams just swoop up. I mean, he's a really cool tight deer. We think he's probably going to be 4.5. He's just a huge body. So things are happening. It's good up here right now. So I've got a doe tag left, and Devin's got his buck and doe tag. So we still got a lot of killing left to do, but now the work begins. Well, I had an awesome hunt in Kansas. I couldn't be more tickled with the deer that I got. He ended up scoring 155 inches, and he's definitely my second biggest deer with the bow. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I wish the footage could have been a little bit better, but it was pretty tough, to get the camera on that deer when we had that doe and button buck right under us. So, but things turned out great. We got the kill shot, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching the whole season unfold. We've got another hunt coming out from our guys in Illinois. We still got another Arkansas deer down that's going to be coming out that Zane killed, and then we still got the other half of this episode. We're going to see if Devin can get it done in Kansas. So now that I killed mine in the first 2 days, that's going to leave us 8 more days to try to get one for Devin. So plenty of time. It should be good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for checking out our videos, and be sure to give us a like on Facebook,
and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We really appreciate all the fan support that you guys give us, and be sure to check out our sponsors. You got Cochran's Taxidermy. They did this mount right here for my deer from last year. You guys will be just super pleased with anything that they do, I know. And Scott Rome and his whole bunch there, they're going to take great care of you. So special thanks to Phil on the Head Calls and everybody else that helps us support Wayward Outdoors. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.